All right, there is one bright spot in that poll, though, for Donald Trump. According to the same Fox News poll, the economy remains the most important issue to voters, and the Republican nominee leads Clinton in that area. Trump leads Clinton by 6 percentage points on the candidate's voters' trust to do a better job with the economy. Here now is Robert Wolf, former member of President Obama's economic advisory team. I am one of those one-issue voters, and I say this all the time. It's not a big surprise. I really care about the economy, about getting things back on track, restoring growth. I think the tax burden is too high. When I look at Hillary Clinton, she makes me very nervous that the economy is going to be even slower than it is now. Let's go through some of the issues.
Okay.
She's talking about raising taxes in spots. It feels like a time we have such slow growth. Why would you raise taxes on anybody right now?
Because well, first of all, she's not raising taxes on anyone making under $250,000.
Why would you raise taxes on anyone right now?
Well, you got to come up with money. You could have.
No, you don't. You could cut spending.
Well, if you look at Trump's plan,
no. We're looking at the Clinton. We're looking at the Clinton plan.
Okay, so let's just look at the plan.
Okay.
So she has an infrastructure spend that you have to, I think, is the fastest multiplier of GDP growth. For every dollar spent, it's
but it didn't work for Obama.
That's not true. He didn't get a national infrastructure bank. He got a small part of his stimulus that went to infrastructure. So let's talk infrastructure.
It was like $100 billion, and they didn't spend it. Remember
There's $4 trillion that is spent on infrastructure. If they spent what they needed to spend on infrastructure, we would have north of employment of zero unemployment if we had our infrastructure spend.
Why do you think the government is
a
better spender of the, well, okay, you had more to that? Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I think you do have to spend.
Okay.
There is zero chance of any more monetary policy. We're at zero rates, so you can't get worse.
Totally.
So you have to have some fiscal spending, in my opinion.
Okay.
So in my opinion, in fiscal spending, I would spend on infrastructure. Okay, and I believe that we have to have we can't increase our deficit. So therefore, I actually think taxing the wealthy, including myself, is okay.
As a smart businessman, why do you think fiscal spending beats out the private sector? I mean, the government is notoriously wasteful. So why do you want fiscal spending? Return that money to the private sector. Leave it in the hands of people that would employ more people, who would start small businesses, who would use it.
Well, first of all, we're confusing business tax reform and individual tax reform. Business tax reform, I'm all for reducing taxes. Okay, so you were talking individual tax reform.
Yeah,
business tax reform.
Why take money away from rich people who hire people as opposed to the government who wastes it, sits on it?
Well, one, I don't think they waste and sit on it.
Really?
I think if they had a national infrastructure bank, which I believe will actually add to jobs, wages. We disagree. I think a public-private partnership would be the way for the future here. I can go through it with you. I mean, I've devised a plan. I actually put it on Fox recently. But I think at the end of the day, it's the fastest multiplier of GDP growth. For every billion spent, it's 25,000 private sector jobs.
We have to go. Next time, I want to ask you, do you think we have to tackle Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, that overhang?
Listen, on the social programs, there's absolutely something we got to have some movement on.
Yeah.
I've been, as part of the Jobs Council, we were looking at increasing the age, but that's not going to get anywhere.
It's tough to happen. All right, thank you so much. Good stuff.
Thank you.